Show me what it's like to be circling among the clouds. Because without you by my side, I would be stuck here on the ground. You're lighting up the way, I can see the road ahead of me. I won't be stumbling in the dark. Your eyes are shining like the stars. I was down until you saved me, until you set me free. My eyes were closed, now I see clear as day. And I just wanted to say that you can take me high. Feels like I can fly. You can take me high. I can see the sun staring at you when you make that smile. I'm moving closer to you now. I can't get close enough somehow. And I was down until you saved me, until you set me free. My eyes were closed, now I see clear as day. And I just wanted to say that you can take me high. Feels like I can fly. I don't need anybody, I don't need anybody else. No one will ever take me, no one will ever take me away from you. I promise I will hold on to you. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Hey y'all, and welcome to the Max Life. So yes, it has already been a very busy day on the farm, and I come out with the dogs. Very interesting day with them. So we had the kennel. Now they're allowed to be outside when we're outside. The kids are outside. I'm actually just gonna let them out in just a minute because they're kind of out here running around, and we can let them out whenever we out. However, when we are outside, when we're not outside, they have to stay in their kennel, and this is a prime example of why. So this morning I get a phone call that Juliet is almost in the road. We have an interstate this way and two highways this way. Now this is not the first time. Romeo and Simba will pretty well stay on the premises. However, if Juliet is out and Simba is out with her, then they run off. Now they have been well in the roads before. They have almost gotten hit before. I've had to go get her before from this direction and that direction. If any point in time she does get in the road, she is going to get hit. Now, Romeo pretty well will stay around the yard, but he can climb. Hence this right here, he can get out, and typically when he gets out, we had a little bungee cord to strap in the doors, and she will get out. So since they have all been escaping, we have had to get really creative. I put a tarp on the back, a tarp on the top, obviously just to keep the water off of them and give them some shade. I had to redo the bungee on the door to keep them from pushing through. And it's actually not a bungee anymore. This is actually to where they cannot push the door open anymore. And I did the bungees across the top because Romeo literally can jump through there, and we have seen him climb out. So for their safety, I actually just come out here not long ago and redid the whole kennel so that when they're in their kennel and we're inside, they cannot get out, because it is very important. We would love to just let them roam the whole property, but what you guys have to remember is if they get in the road at 70 and 60 miles per hour, they are going to get killed. So we have to keep them kenneled up when we're inside doing inside chores for their protection. Now, that's the same thing that goes for the sheep and the cows and everything else. When they are out, it is like a 911 hustle to get them put back up, because if any of our animals get in the road, it will be bad. So this was done for them. Now, like I said, I'm just gonna let them out because the kids are outside, and I don't care if they are out here playing. When the kids are out, they usually will not run off. But as soon as we turn our backs, they take off, and that is not a good thing. They're going to get themselves hurt. So they get very creative in climbing out. I think I've secured up the top enough with tarps and zip ties, and then the front, I needed another. I mean, you really can't find a piece of tarp that small, so we decided to go with bungee across the top just to keep him from going through. And we redid the doors, and I'm hoping that that's going to keep them from getting out, because see, a lot of times they jump up on their dog houses, and then Romeo can easily just hop right out of that. Very smart, but also very stubborn. Sometimes that smartness does not play into their good. One of the times that Juliet got out, she got in the road and somebody actually picked her up, and thankfully it was just because of Facebook that we were able to find her and get her back. So we are done with that. I'm hoping that they will not get out anymore and we don't have to chase them down.
No one will ever take me away from you. I promise I will hold on to you. I don't know what I'd do
Get out!
without you. Without you. You can take me high. Feels like I can fly.
Go smash the door up.
You can take me high. Feels like I can fly.
It's always fun to come out with the kids. Jennings was not feeling well yesterday. I think that he really just had like flu-like symptoms, but to be completely honest with you, I gave him several things. I'm just going to show y'all those things that I gave him, and he woke up feeling fine this morning. Now his lymph nodes in one side are still a little swollen, but I'm glad he's better. Okay, besides good food and nutrition, because yesterday Jennings had an apple, a banana, an orange, some crackers, and some raw milk was pretty much what he ate yesterday. But I also used this on his lymph nodes, and this is called just an all-natural lymphatic cream. Now this is what is in it: raw shea butter, organic arrowroot powder, therapeutic essential oils, frankincense, grapefruit, lemon, lavender, orange, peppermint, ginger, rosemary, myrrh, cypress, oregano. Those are a couple of them. Then we used several of these. Now I'm not sure who is familiar with that, but usually if I can get these in the first couple of flu-like symptoms, it does help the duration tremendously. And of course, this is the elderberry tincture that I made this year. So let's see, it is December, probably August or so, when our elderberries were ready. I went ahead and got them really, really good and washed, put them over into some 100 proof alcohol, let it sit for about 8 weeks, poured it up into these very convenient little droppers. I'll go ahead and show you all the color. You can see that's beautiful elderberry color. And that's basically what I gave Jennings.
And it tastes.
Yeah, it doesn't taste very good. With the tinctures, I put the drops right under the tongue because they rapidly.
These are like drops.
Yeah, these are like little balls. So every couple of hours, I would come in and just rub this cream on his lymph nodes. We would put these under the tongue, and we would also put these drops under the tongue. And he never did run fever, but how do you feel today?
Good.
Feel great today. So whatever it was, he woke up yesterday with a really, really bad headache, a lot of pressure behind his eyes. He was just really drained. He took like 2 naps yesterday, hot bath. We did Epsom salt and some lavender essential oil in his bath as well. He kind of slept that off. He slept all night last night. We pushed lots of water. We did some raw milk, and he slept great, and he woke up feeling fine. So we're very thankful for that.
And yesterday, when I wake up, like my head started hurt from a light.
Yeah. So he did have some light sensitivity. So me and the girls went to church, and I left Colby and Jennings at home yesterday morning while we were at church. And Colby had texted me and said, Jennings must be sick. We thought at first maybe he just didn't feel good. Because we got in the bed really, really late, like it was almost midnight. We thought, well, maybe he's just still really tired from that. But no, I knew that when he said that his eyes were really sensitive to light, it was making his headache worse. I was like, I figure we probably picked up the flu, but we're very thankful that that is over. It is really insane that we are 9 days away from Christmas here in South Mississippi. It has gone from you guys seeing the kids literally sledding down the hill to today is actually really, really warm. I'm, of course, in a short sleeve shirt. I had to come around and check everything. I know some of the stuff in the high tunnel is probably going to need water. I'm just going to have to walk around and check. The broccoli looks really good. It is growing in the high tunnel. I'm thankful that for right now, the frost that's been coming in has kind of held off my peppers. It's nipped them a little bit, as you can see. It has nipped them some. They're still alive and doing really well. I've got some cilantro growing, some onions. All of the lettuce in the bucket still look great. Growing can really be simple, and we've kind of talked about this before. I know a lot of y'all have said that you can't really get out and work gardens anymore. A lot of you have said we really don't have the land for it. Y'all, these little buckets are recycled buckets with holes screwed in the bottom, filled up with some good quality soil, mixed in with lots of fertilizer that I get from our rabbits. But you can use things like fish emulsion, bone meal, just to name a few. Mix that in and get you some good soil going. And guys, from there, it's a matter of dropping some quality seeds down. Now, we personally use survival garden seeds for our seeds. Actually, all of this lettuce is survival garden seeds lettuce. And then, bam, you have it. You have literally quality food full of nutrition with vitamins right in your buckets that can literally be sitting right on your back porch. Now, mine happen to be in my high tunnel, as you can see, but even the little raised beds, if you have an area in the back of your yard and you can't really work a garden, because I understand that is really hard, y'all, those little metal beds, I have gotten some from Vego. That's VEGO. I'll post the link. Some have come from Amazon, and like I said, all of my containers that you see right here literally are all recycled containers. You can grow in anything as long as you have quality soil and quality seeds. It doesn't have to be really hard when you bring these things up off the ground. Like with basically what you see in my high tunnel, all of this stuff is off the ground. There is no weeding over here, which was one of the main reasons why I wanted to put the weed barrier down and go up. You really don't even have to have the weed barrier. But because our grass takes over so bad here in South Mississippi, I really wanted to have something where I wasn't constantly having to come in here and mow and, you know, all of that stuff. But even like I said, guys, on your back porch, even if you have some space, if you have a mobile home in front of that, you could drop these buckets and grow all kinds of stuff. It really doesn't have to be complicated. There are a lot of complicated things that we do on the farm, but raising food in buckets is really not one of those, especially when you plant things that are basically, they take care of themselves. The lettuce, once I got once I got the seeds sprouted, just maintaining that consistent water level, just don't let your soil dry out, and then your sprouts start to grow. I come in here every couple of days and water. Now, summer gardening is a lot different than fall gardening, especially in the really, really hot south when summertime is just hot and dry. We do have some really, really humid times, so like this is how it goes. It's really, really hot and really, really dry, and then when it rains, it's really, really hot and really, really humid. So it's that constant battle back and forth that we have here. Because I want to encourage y'all to grow you know, we tell y'all the good, we tell y'all the bad, just like with the pigs on the last video. If y'all didn't see that, go back and watch that, because that was a really dangerous situation when you're trying to separate two boars that are so mad, they're foaming at the mouth. It can get, it was already scary enough, but it can get bad fast. And even when they still either mad, they can be dangerous, and even when they calm down, they can still be dangerous because they're very strong, even if they don't mean to. Just like I mentioned to y'all in that video with, there's a gentleman that we know who was separating them, and the boar obviously wasn't mad at him, but he got in the way. And you can't do that. You have to be very, very careful when you're dealing with especially large male animals. Don't ever trust them. I told a lot of you guys in the comments, we try not to ever turn our backs on them. We don't trust them because they are animals, and sometimes they don't mean harm, but they're animals. So you have to be very careful when you're dealing with things like that on the farm. So we try to show y'all these things. We try to show y'all real life stuff that we feel like, even if you are disabled or even if you are older, if you can get up and you have some ability to move around, things like growing in containers, container gardening can be done. Guys, that is a wrap for today. I'm going to turn you guys off. I hope that what we were able to do with the dog pen, we'll be able to keep them in. Mostly so Juliet, like I told y'all, like she's the one. Romeo stays around here. Simba does too, as long as Juliet's not out. But we really cannot have her running off. I had already told y'all in the beginning of the video, she runs off. I've already had somebody pick her up, and I had somebody call me just this morning and said, we have your dog. Actually, and that's not just the second time. This has happened a couple of times. So we have to be really, really careful when letting them out. We have to be able to watch them very, very closely. But I hope that fixing the pen and securing up all those tops to where they can't jump out, they can't get out, making sure the bottom is those straps are secure so they can't get out of the bottom as well. They're very smart dogs, and if you give them like just a little crack, they're gonna find a way out. So I'm hoping that securing up that will keep her from being able to run off again, because when she's given an opportunity to run off, that just can create a whole host of problems, including endangering her. So we're going to cross our fingers that that works. I have a couple more things to do to tie up my loose ends for the day. Guys, I'm going to take a couple of pictures of the things out here, the views that I get to see and enjoy every day. So I'm going to take some pictures with my new camera that I got for our anniversary, and I hope that you guys enjoy them just as much as I do. Thank you as always for watching. God bless and happy homesteading, y'all.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the night. It's just us two, me and you. I can't believe you love me. I just feel feel so lucky. Oh, oh, oh. Still can't believe you let me be there with you. Oh, oh, oh. I can't believe you let me. Oh, oh, oh. I just feel so lucky. Oh.